Hello, my friends. Welcome back. We are looking at enhancing the Metro Map project from the WiByte Python curriculum available at www.wibyte.in. Notice previously we have placed the lines quite flexibly. In fact, this has given me more space. So notice I've made my canvas smaller and I've got more room here to display everything. So that's the benefit of, presenting the lines nicely. But this video, we are going to change our attention. We are going to get on to how we calculate the fare. In fact, right now it's very simple in my game. So I say, for example, if I have to go from Sprite Land to, let's say, Turtle Park, I just say, okay, calculate the fare. It's 160 rupees. That's because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 stations, sort of eighth station. And per station, I'm charging, let's say, 20 rupees. Now, this is obviously just a sort of sample. But in the next few videos, we'll see how we can give, some enhancements to this whole thing and make the fare computation, let's say, a little bit more interesting. Now, one of the things that is often done is that, in metro systems, we say, okay, look, the moment you enter the station, there is a certain base fare you must pay. Doesn't matter you travel one line or you travel, let's say, lots of lines. There's a certain base fare you pay, and then based on the distance, then the fare increases. So we can do this quite easily. So the way I would do this is by defining a base fare. For example, let's say that's 60 rupees and then an incremental fare per station. And I say that, look, if my number of stops is less than equal to 3, then even if it's one stop, I'm going to pay a base fare. However, if it's, let's say, more than 3, then I say, well, my fare is base fare plus n stops minus 3 times the incremental fare. Now, why did I do minus 3 here? Well, because let's say the user goes 4 stops, then I'm just going to say, okay, base fare is for 3 stops. The remaining, one stop, I must charge you an incremental fare. So that's reasonable. That's a fair thing to do since base stops, base fare is for 3 stops. Now, just want to be a little bit careful here. This indentation is wrong. This is coming because of typing here, but in the code, we'll take care. It doesn't come. So I come into my code here. Remember, right now, I'm just computing fare n stops from 20. Instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define, let's say, a base fare. Now, this is, by the way, all happening inside the def calculate fare, that function. So I say base fare is, let's say, 60. I say incremental fare is, let's say maybe 20. And I ask myself, well, okay, look, if n stops is less than equal to 3, 3 is again just a number that I've chosen. Well, if that is the case, then I'm going to say, well, fare is equal to, say, base fare, even if you go just one station, let's say. Else, my fare is, base fare plus, let's say, n stops minus 3 times, say, INCR fare. And really, this is all I need. I'm going to comment out this, and this is important, otherwise the fare will get overridden. Now with this done, in fact, my fare computation is a little bit more advanced, a little bit, let's say, more sophisticated. So when I run this code, for example, let's say I go only one station from Stride Land to, say, Go and Glide. When I say calculate fare, notice now it's 60 rupees because the base fare must be paid. However, let's say I say, okay, from Sprite Land, I want to go to, let's say, My Blocks, then the fare is going to be 120, and that's because 60 for, let's say, for 3 stations, and thereafter 3 more stations. So this kind of that's what it is. In fact, for, you can imagine that for higher number of stations, the fare does not change. It's just that I've added a base fare. Very simple but nice enhancement, makes it a little bit more realistic. We will look at a few more such ideas related to fare in the next few videos. But I hope you found this interesting. And in general, if you think this way of learning works for you, where activities inspired from the real world, enhance them and learn programming that way, look at our website www.wibyte.in, because that is how we learn Python programming. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.